Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Sports Vision, WMAQ listening in. What more can you say about a guy who had a great high school career, sensational college career, tremendous professional career, now outstanding in the business field? But Doc, enough about me. Within a couple of days, when Dr. J announced his retirement, the Illinois State Lottery asked the Bulls marketing department how it could help to honor Dr. J in his last game in Chicago. Tonight, the lottery is the sponsor of Dr. J Key Tag Night, and on behalf of the Illinois State Lottery, Illinois First Lady of Luck, the director, Rebecca Paul, would like to make a presentation to Dr. J. Rebecca?
With this framed jackpot instant lottery ticket with the inscription, Julius Erving, Dr. J, the NBA's jackpot player. In addition, a replica of tonight's Key Tag Night sponsored by the Illinois State Lottery. Dr. J, you will always be a jackpot to Chicago basketball fans, and we hope that this instant lottery ticket brings you yet another $1 million in cash.
Thank you, Rebecca. That's a framed picture of a jackpot lottery ticket with the inscription, Julius Erving, Dr. J, the NBA's jackpot player, and a replica of the key tag giveaway. Now for a special presentation, the Honorable Mayor Harold Washington.
Thank you. Thank you very much to the owners of the Chicago Bulls, to the Chicago Bulls fans, the only one group of fans like the Chicago Bulls fans, to the visiting 76ers, and to Dr. Julius Erving. The sports fans of the city of Chicago join me in welcoming the Dr. Julius Erving to Chicago Stadium for his last house call as a professional basketball player. As a sports enthusiast for many years, I have watched it all at the phenomena of Dr. Julius Erving. Dr. J is credited with having defined the game of basketball as we know it today. However, Dr. J and the rest of the world should know that the Erving legacy lives on in Chicago in our own Dr. Michael Jordan. The sports fans of Chicago have asked me to present with you the one-of-a-kind official Chicago Doctor's Bag, which has been embossed with the seal of our city and signed over to you on behalf of our sports fans. In recognition of your many and great contributions to the game of basketball, and for the many hours of the enjoyment you have provided to Chicago, It's my privilege to welcome you to Chicago, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mayor Washington. And finally tonight, the Chicago Bulls farewell gift to the doctor. And who better to represent the Bulls in presenting it than the Doc's former 76er teammate, our head coach, Doug Collins.
Julius, it's a real pleasure for me to be here this evening and representing the Chicago Bulls on a night like tonight. I think the toughest thing for me to appreciate about this is that 11 years ago you and I played your first NBA game together, and it was a great memory for me, and I'll always remember that day when we had a chance to start your NBA career and my NBA career together. You're a terrific testimony for the game of basketball. Philadelphia has loved you. Everyone has loved you. I think of you more as a person. You're a special friend. You've always been there when I've needed you. The team would like to represent this gifts to you. We have a widescreen TV in your name that will go to Children's Memorial Hospital. And to you, a beautiful crystal ball here. Be careful, Doc, so it's real heavy. The stand is not, it's a crystal ball. And the only thing I can say is, if you look into the future for that, I know it's going to be success for you and Turk and your beautiful children, and God bless you. We love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Washington, Johnny, Doug, members of the Chicago Bulls, my teammates, coaches, members of Bulls management, members of the 76ers management who have allowed me to come here even though I'm not playing at their expense. To the fans of Chicago, and those of you who have frequented the Chicago Stadium for the last 11 years, I greet you with a greeting of thanks, much heartfelt appreciation for the gifts that you've given me today. To you fans in particular for coming and making this a sellout tonight. I thank you for being here on my behalf and for having been here so many times before. I have very vivid and very fond memories of coming to this arena throughout my NBA career. I remember a super fan running around the aisles. I remember it always being snowy outside, wet and cold, and also wet and cold downstairs in the locker room. I remember that magnificent group that used to sing the national anthem in a cappella. They were the best in the league, and I wish you guys would bring them back. Certainly, I remember a competitive team on the court each and every night, players of the past who have treated you to many wonderful things on the basketball court, players like Chet Walker, Bob Love, Artis Gilmore, Tom Boerwinkle, John Mengelt, Norm Van Leer, Jerry Sloan. Some of those guys I didn't play against, I just had to watch them on TV because they were before my time. I thank you for a special opportunity tonight to have Johnny Kerr and Doug Collins take part in the ceremony. Two players who were there at the beginning of two very distinct eras in my 16-year basketball career. Johnny being